Battlefield 6 just dropped the bombshell we weren't expecting. Full details for Season 1 revealed before the game has even had time to settle. And let me tell you, this isn't some minor teaser. We're talking new maps, new weapons, brand new modes, and even limited time events that flip the experience on its head. The crazy part? It's all coming faster than anyone expected. But let's start at the beginning. Let's get this out of the way first, because it's the detail that shocked the community the most. Season 1 begins October 28th. That's just 18 days after Battlefield 6 officially launches. To put that into perspective, Battlefield 5 didn't roll out its first live service content until weeks later. And even then, updates felt slow and uneven. This time, it feels like DICE is trying to make a statement. No waiting, no drought, no excuses. And before you ask, yes, all of this content is free. You'll need to own the game itself, obviously. But the maps, modes, weapons, and gameplay features aren't locked behind a paywall. This is a pure live service push designed to keep everyone on the same playing field. Of course, that doesn't mean there won't be a battle pass with cosmetics, boosts, and premium rewards. We'll get to that later. But the meat of the game, the actual content that shapes the experience, will be available to everyone. And honestly, that's exactly what Battlefield needs if it wants to win back trust. But free or not, the real question is, what are we actually getting? Let's break it down. The first drop is called Rogue Ops, arriving on October 28th. And right out of the gate, it's packing a ridiculous amount of content. Let's start with the map. Blackwell Fields is set in the California Badlands, at a recently recommissioned American airbase. It's not a sleek futuristic cityscape or a claustrophobic industrial zone. Instead, it's wide, open, dotted with oil pumps and rugged terrain that screams vehicle warfare. If you're the kind of player who lives for all-out chaos with tanks rolling, helicopters buzzing, and infantry scrambling for cover, it looks like this map was built for you. Now, combine that with the new Strike Point mode. This is a 4 versus 4 tactical elimination format where each squad has only one life per round. You fight over a single objective, with matches playing out in rapid-fire bursts of tension. Think of it like Search and Destroy from Call of Duty, but cranked up with Battlefield's gunplay and destruction. It's a complete shift in tone from the large-scale chaos of 128 player matches. Suddenly, every decision matters, every angle is dangerous, and every round can be won or lost by one clutch play. Then we have the new Traverser M2 APC. Picture an armored beast with a driver, a roof gunner, and 2 side gunners, all working together to mow down infantry while pushing objectives. It's not just transportation, it's a mobile fortress, and the fact that it already appeared briefly in the single-player trailer makes it feel like DICE was teasing us months ago without us realizing it. The weapons are just as exciting. The SR300SC carbine is essentially a smaller, compact SCAR variant, firing heavier .300 blackout rounds. It's slower than your average assault rifle, but hits harder, making it perfect for players who like mid-range control with a punch. The Mini Scout Sniper is lightweight and built for mobility, ideal for recon players who don't want to camp at the edge of the map, but instead push aggressively with bolt-action precision. And the GGH-22 pistol, think of it as your get-out-of-jail card. A high-capacity rapid-fire sidearm to bail you out when your main weapon runs dry. Finally, the attachments. The rail cover and LPVO, low-power variable optic. Attachments in Battlefield have always been a balancing act, but these two could shake things up. The rail cover adds new customization for handling and control, while the LPVO gives players a flexible sight option for both close and medium ranges. It's the kind of addition that sounds small on paper, but has the potential to completely shift loadout meta. So that's Rogue Ops, and honestly, it already feels like enough content for an entire season, but we're just getting started. Just 3 weeks later, on November 18th, Season 1 enters Phase 2, California Resistance. This is where Battlefield goes full Bad Company vibes. Why? Because the new map, Eastwood, isn't set in a war-torn desert or a futuristic city. It's a sleepy American suburb, complete with golf courses, tennis courts, and upper-class homes. And then, it's torn apart by sleeper agents rising up in a coordinated strike against NATO. The result? A battlefield that feels both familiar and surreal. 1 minute you're fighting on a quiet residential street, the next you're blowing up a mansion and turning a golf cart into your personal war chariot. The destructibility alone has players excited. Imagine watching pristine suburban houses crumble into rubble mid-fight. But the map isn't the only big addition. Sabotage mode also makes its debut here. It's 8 versus 8, attack and defend gameplay where each team takes turns trying to destroy as many sites as possible within a time limit. It's fast, it's tense, and it rewards creativity with explosives. Fans are already comparing it to classic Battlefield modes with a competitive twist. And then there's the return of something players have begged for: battle pickups. For newer players, these are powerful, limited-use weapons you can find on the map. Things like rocket launchers or experimental rifles that completely shift the fight in your favor. They debuted in Battlefield 4, and now they're back, hidden across Season 1 maps. It's that classic power fantasy moment. Stumble across one of these, and suddenly you're shredding through enemies like a one-man army. Weapon drops in this phase include the DB-12 shotgun, a dual-barrel pump action that lets you load different types of shells in each tube, Pull one trigger for slugs, the other for buckshot, then rechamber both barrels. It's devastating at close range. Alongside that, we get the M357 revolver, a stubby high-damage sidearm with low fire rate but brutal stopping power. And yes, another attachment joins the pool, the Troy angled grip, offering new underbarrel handling options. By this point, we've already seen 2 major maps, multiple new modes, and an armory of weapons. But Battlefield 6 still has one more trick up its sleeve for Season 1. Mark your calendars for December 9th, because that's when Season 1's final phase hits, the Winter Offensive. And this update isn't just a reskin, it's an actual shift in how the game is played. The centerpiece is the Icelock Empire State map. It's a frozen, snow-covered version of the Empire State battlefield, complete with blizzards, icy terrain, and an ominous new gameplay modifier called Freeze. Now, we don't have full details, but the hints are chilling, literally. The freeze mechanic seems to be a survival-style system where players must stay near heat sources to avoid taking damage. Think of moments in past Battlefield campaigns where you had to huddle near fires to survive the cold. Now, imagine that in multiplayer. Suddenly, controlling heated zones could be just as important as controlling objectives. It's risky, it's experimental, and it could completely change how matches unfold. It wouldn't be Battlefield without a brutal new melee weapon. Enter the Ice Climbing Axe, a vicious close-quarters tool designed to make your enemy's blood run cold. No, it won't let you climb walls, but it will make melee combat feel fresh and cinematic again. And while the Icelock map is technically a limited-time event, it sets an exciting precedent. If DICE is willing to experiment with survival mechanics in live service updates, who knows what they'll try next. Now, let's talk cosmetics. Because while gameplay content is free, DICE is clearly leaning into monetization with skins, charms, and Battle Pass rewards. The Tombstone and Phantom pre-order packs are being updated, with redesigned character skins, weapon charms, and player cards. Even the Gravedigger skin has been tweaked, shifting from concept art to a more polished look. And yes, XP boosts are confirmed, allowing players to speed through ranks faster. Then there's the Battle Pass, which includes premium tiers offering exclusive cosmetics, vehicle skins, and even instant tier skips. 25 levels unlocked right from the start. We've already seen hints at weapon skins like the Shrouded and Drop Shadow packages, as well as flashy vehicle skins for the Chimera tank. The key point here is this: the Battle Pass won't lock gameplay content. The devs seem committed to keeping all core maps, modes, and weapons free, while reserving the Battle Pass for customization. It's a model that mirrors other successful live service games, and it could help Battlefield avoid past controversies around paid DLC. But here's the elephant in the room. Throughout all of this Season 1 news, there's not a single mention of Battle Royale. That's strange because leaks from BF Labs have shown clear testing of BR-like modes, complete with a massive map that looks suspiciously like parts of Eastwood. Many players expected a reveal alongside Season 1, yet it's completely absent from the official roadmap. So, what's going on? 2 possibilities. It's being saved as a big surprise later. Imagine the hype if DICE suddenly dropped a full BR mode mid-Season 2, catching everyone off guard. It's been shelved quietly. Maybe testing didn't pan out, or the devs decided to focus on traditional modes first. Either way, the silence is fueling speculation. And honestly, that might be exactly what DICE wants. Keep players guessing, keep them talking, and then hit them with a reveal when the timing is perfect. So, why does all of this matter? Because Battlefield 6 isn't just rolling out new content, it's rewriting the playbook. By dropping Season 1 only 18 days after launch, they're making it clear that this game will evolve quickly. By delivering new maps every month, they're promising consistency. By experimenting with mechanics like freeze and reintroducing fan-favorite features like battle pickups, they're showing they're willing to take risks and listen to the community. It's a massive shift compared to past entries where players waited months for significant updates. If DICE can actually deliver on this roadmap, Battlefield 6 could finally claw its way back to being the premier large-scale FPS it once was. The big question now isn't what's coming, it's whether it will all work. Can the servers handle it? Will the freeze mechanic enhance the game or frustrate players? Will sabotage become a competitive staple or a forgotten experiment? And above all, what is DICE hiding for the future? Is Battle Royale truly on the way? If Season 1 is any indication, this is just the beginning of a very different Battlefield era. Now I want to hear from you. Which part are you most excited for? The new maps, the experimental freeze mechanic, or the return of battle pickups? And do you think we'll actually see Battle Royale drop in Season 2? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash the like if you found this breakdown useful, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next deep dive when Season 2 details surface. Because if Season 1 is this packed, Season 2 might just blow everything open.